All right, so today's lesson is 9.2, measuring and classifying angles. So definition angle is formed by two rays with a common endpoint called a vertex. So here, this would be a ray, and this is a ray. And where they meet is your vertex. Okay. To name your angle, I'm just right here, so you write A, B, and C. To name your angle, you would say angle A, B, C. The middle part of the letter, of the three letters, would be your vertex, and that's your angle that you're naming. Or you can name it angle B. You could just name it by the vertex. Most of the time, you're going to see it this way. So an acute angle measures less than 90 degrees or greater than 0 degrees. An obtuse angle, and an acute angle looks like this. Anything that's less than 90 degrees is an acute angle. An obtuse angle measures more than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. So an obtuse angle would look like this. A right angle measures exactly 90 degrees, and it looks like this. And usually you'll see a box that tells you it is a right angle. And a straight line, or a straight angle, is really a straight line, measures 180 degrees. You'll see a dot in the middle, and then arrows on the two ends. So here's your direction that you'll find in your classwork and homework. Use a protractor to measure each angle. So some of you guys have your geotemplate, or some of you guys have a protractor that looks like this. Either one will work. So here is your vertex. Your vertex, or your point, okay, is going to be here. Or if you have a regular protractor, where the hole is where the vertex is going to go. So here I'm going to line up where the 90 degree is, the straight line, to my vertex, and line up one of my rays to the bottom of my compass. So line that up, and I get about, let's see, 43 degrees. So this is 43 degrees. The other thing you need to know is that this is an acute angle. Okay, and on a compass, you will see that there's 2 degrees. You have to look at this, and this is an acute angle. So here, when I measured 43 degrees, you'll notice that there is 2 degrees. I could have picked something that's 43 degrees or 37 degrees. Okay, you have to know that this is an acute angle, so it's less than 90 degrees, so you have to pick the number that is smaller, the 43 degrees. Looking at number 2, number 2 is an obtuse angle, so you know that you're going to pick numbers that are greater than 90 degrees. So same things here. I'm going to use the other compass. Where my circle is, that's where, and where the vertex is, I'm going to line that up. Line up my line, one of my rays, with the line on the bottom, and I get, if I actually do this correctly, I get 120 degrees. Okay, here I probably would have had to extend this so that I could read my compass. So this is 120 degrees. Okay, looking on the back, it says use a protractor to draw each angle. So 55 degrees. So this is how you draw your angle. First of all, you know 55 degrees is an acute angle, so it's going to be your small. Okay, so first you start with a ray. So you draw a line, make your dot, and have your arrow. So you have your A. Okay, so then where the dot is, that's the center of your compass. So line that up. Okay, find 55 degrees. Well, 55 degrees is right here on my compass. So I'm going to make a tick mark. And then with my compass, I'm going to make a straight line. You have to use a compass to make your straight line. Make my arrow and say this is 55 degrees. 168 degrees, you know, is an obtuse angle, so you're going to look at the big numbers. So same thing as 55 degrees. you're going to make your ray, make my dot, make my arrow. Okay, so I'm going to use the other one now. I'm going to line up my 90 degrees where the dot is, line up the rest of my ray with the line underneath, and find 168 degrees. Here's 160, but most people, you have to look at the bottom number. It's going, here's 150, here's 160, 170. So it's going down, not up. So here's 165, 66, 67, 68, right here, 168. Connect my tally marks with my dot. And this is 168 degrees. Okay, looking at 1, 2, and 3, you should be able to classify each angle as acute, right, or straight, or obtuse. I forgot obtuse. So go ahead and do this on your own, and when you're ready, go ahead and push play. So number 1, you should have gotten that this is an acute angle. Number 2, you should have gotten that this is an obtuse angle. And number 3, you should have gotten that as a straight angle.